One of the cool things about medicine and physiology and stuff is how we name things after people. And my favorite one is, the Achilles tendon, named after the Greek hero Achilles. Yeah, you probably heard of him, right? What you might not know is that when he was born, his mother took him and held him by his Achilles tendon, right? And dipped him into the river Styx that would make his skin turn into like armor, where no blade could bite him, or no hammer would fall upon him. And then of course, because she was holding him right there by the Achilles tendon, that part didn't get the river's protective armor put on it. And as you know, Paris shot him there with an arrow, and it killed him. Go figure. But I know this is just a free app and it's not an academic app at all, but I want to propose a new one. I want to call it Siegfried's Point, because there's this thing in medicine called notalgia paresthetic. It's where people get this really like super intense itching right between their shoulder blades and their spine. And there's nothing at all wrong with the skin. It's thought to be what's called a small nerve fiber neuropathy. So like the nerve generates the itch signal. And man, it is intensely itchy. And everyone comes in and they're like, there has to be something there. I was like, wow, your skin looks great. This is just a nerve issue. So Siegfried's Point, and the reason why I propose that is kind of like this Achilles story. Siegfried was a German hero, or from a Norse hero from Norse mythology, and I actually learned about him the first time in Django Unchained, the Jamie Foxx movie. I'm kind of ashamed to admit that. Actually, I think my classical teaching would have been better than that. But anyway, Django Unchained turned me on to Siegfried, so I started reading about his story. And long story short, he kills this dragon, bathes himself in dragon's blood. It's very parallel to this river Styx bathing. Bathes himself in dragon's blood, but a tiny little leaf floats down and lands on his back, and the dragon's blood doesn't get on there. So throughout his whole life, he has this like spot on his back where he's mortal. And sure enough, long story short, he gets speared in the back right there. And I don't know where the leaf landed. I don't know where it is, but it fits well with the story to call this thing Siegfried's Point, or Sigurd's Point. It's depending on which country you're in over there. Sigurd versus Siegfried. So anyway, there you go. There's a new little medical saying. Maybe it'll catch on. Probably not. But anyway, I'm going to start calling it Siegfried's Point.